Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we have the OnePlus 8 Pro. I finally managed to get my hands on the phone and I am very excited to review it for you all. So let's get started. So firstly, we have the same longish box from the 7 series with the new OnePlus logo. Straight into the box, we have the phone up front with the Never Settle logo below it. Now this year finally they have included wireless charging. Let's keep the phone on the side. Now there is some documentation along with the red cable card and some stickers. Apart from that, there is a silicone case which I really like. Now this is not a normal silicone case, it is slightly toughened, along with the amazing warp charger and the iconic red and white USB cable. So the 8 Pro comes in 3 different colors: the black, the green, and there is a blue also. I have got the green over here, which is also called as the glacial green. It's got a frosted glass back along with a hole punch display. This year OnePlus decided to ditch the pop-up camera, which I was not a fan of. I am not a fan of the green color, but this one seems pretty okay. Now going to the camera setup, it has a 48 megapixel ultra wide, a 48 megapixel wide that will be your main camera, a color filter lens which is for the Instagrammers I guess, and a 3x telephoto along with a 16 megapixel front camera. On the bottom, there is the USB Type-C port and the speakers. The OnePlus 8 Pro ships with Android 10 along with OnePlus's Oxygen OS on top of that, which is the best Android experience according to me you can get out there. It is pretty customizable, but at the same time pretty lean in the sense it does not have any bloat. So the OS along with the top end hardware makes the whole phone feel really fast. So now let's talk about that top end hardware a little bit. It has UFS 3.0 storage, which is the best and the fastest yet. And it comes in 128 and 256 GB versions along with 8 and 12 GB RAM. And also this year finally we have the IP68 water and dust resistance. Now let's look at the display. It is an amazing display with a Quad HD Plus panel and a 513 ppi density. Now the display clocks to 120 Hz, basically, which means that it is extremely smooth. Normal displays are at 60 Hz. Apart from that, there are a few downsides to it. It has a curved screen which basically has ghost touches when you use the phone. Now I've heard many people say that it is really bad, but I personally haven't faced too many such issues. There are some ghost touches, but it's not that bad. Overall, the display is vibrant and razor sharp. It can display up to 1 billion colors, which is market leading, and also that this is professional videography level screens, which is really good. Among the other new features, there is wireless charging. I am glad that OnePlus included the same this year. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the hole punch display. For me, the hole punch display is not a hindrance at all. It quietly sits into the notification panel and the attention is in the center of the screen, so I do not find it a problem at all. Now next, let's look at the good points. Reverse charging One more feature which OnePlus introduced this year. Basically, it works with any key compatible device. You can charge it with your phone. Now let's talk about the battery life. It's a 4510 mAh battery, which is sizable. The battery lasts me through the day. Now I am using it on the QHD Plus and the 120Hz setting. So the battery life is not going to be a problem. And then you have the Warp Charge 30T, which basically gives you 50% battery in 30 minutes. Now next, let's look at the camera. Now the camera has mixed opinions all over, but I find it pretty okay. The front camera is a little blurry for me, but overall it's pretty good. It takes really sharp pictures. I will be doing a separate camera comparison video and a camera review for this phone, so do watch out for that. Now let's listen to the speakers. Now the phone has dual speakers, one on the top and one bottom firing. To my channel, we just saw Apple releasing the iOS 14 along with other Apple OSs. This was the first time when Apple did their WWDC in an all-web event. Overall, the speakers are loud enough and retain a lot of clarity in the sound, but I found the OnePlus 7 a bit louder than this. I'm not saying that the speakers are not loud enough, but they are just a little here and there. Overall, the phone is amazing and it is a value for money proposition, though it is slightly expensive compared to the earlier OnePluses released, but I would definitely vouch for this. I will be daily driving this from today. I will keep posting updates on my Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description if you would like to go and follow it. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.